for G2, obviously. You're at 2-1, you do have another series after this, but last year, things started collapsing after this sort of point. We all know, NRG beating G2 in that 2-2
I saw
series.
you giving me the side eye there.
You don't want to be in that spot.
I'm trying to burn that flash, but Mickey.
Oh, Faker goes in with the Spirit Rush, the Charm landing as well, and Mickey is done for. First blood in the first 2 games. Mickey dies, Ona takes the kill. Yes, looking for this play down towards the bottom side. Broken Blade flashes immediately met with a fist in his face. Broken Blade trying to get away from this. Obviously, has to try and escape from Ona, who flashes forward. Another Vault Breaker. Broken Blade trying to dodge it. Ona holds it forever. Ona finds another as Broken Blade can't escape his clutches.
There was no escape there.
You put everyone on pause when you said that. Everyone's like...
Oh, Mickey looking for the hook here. So Yike can come in with the paranoia. There's the depth charge as well. The chase forward. Kerry has joined his mid laner. Faker flashes away. The ignite ticking on him won't be enough. There's the stun into the shield of the daybreak into the solar flare into the death of Yike. You can see it on the mini-map, the Counter-Strike finds him alongside the cease and desist, and Broken Blade doesn't have a hope in hell of escaping this one. Zeus leaps on his face and takes another 4-1 now to T1.
It's interesting that they have such a bounty on Broken Blade's head, it feels like. Not in a literal sense, but they've got a target on his back. T1 keep on going for these assassination attempts onto Broken Blade. It's almost like when they gave up the 6 grubs, they were saying, you are not going to have a split pusher that can use these. We're going to make sure of it, because while we did give up the 6 grub buff, Zeus is going to be able to control side lanes. Faker is going to be able to
Another
get
charm hits once again. Mickey thought he was safe in his own jungle, but there is nowhere safe from T1. And this is the moment in the game, in game 1, where we saw T1 begin to explode it away from G2's grasp. You can see already 2,500 gold ahead. Now with the Rift Herald charging through mid, they're going to open up the map and make it so much more tricky for G2 to do anything. Charm wide there by Faker, but he's just creating space. The solar flare hits. Hans Summer has to burn the cleanse, and Zeus is on the flank. The counter strike. Hans Summer flashes it. Rift Herald charge forward. Zona can jump across that wall and look for Hans Summer. Yike with a fear, only onto Zeus. They're looking for the damage. The shockwave will find him. Hans Summer surviving up towards the top side for as long as he can in the face of Ona, but now he's down and Kerry is down alongside him. G2 find 2. They lose their mid-tier 1. Can they find anything more? I think the answer's no for now. Zeus on the collapse, has the flash, Caps goes one way, Zeus goes the other, now he tracks back, knowing that Caps is there, the paranoia coming out as Mickey and Yike look to collapse, the flash away from the shockwave from Zeus is gorgeous.
He's just finished his Mega now and he's gone in.
He still gets the Gnar into the wall, the backline, Gumayushi flashes away, the shockwave I think maybe a little bit early there as Broken Blade is forced low, Spirit Rush forward by Faker as T1 begins to collapse, and Mickey's burst on the menu again. Faker with a Spirit Rush across the wall, looking for Yike. No curtain call connects, and G2 are able to walk away.
Catching out G2, and now G2 trying to move in mid, but they could get collapsed on from behind.
There's a pincer movement brewing here.
Teleport.
See the TP behind, that's
Faker.
Counter TP being used by Broken Blade. Curtain call coming in as the stopwatch is used. Dion onto the backline, jumps Gumayushi, a good shockwave as well onto Zeus, and now we see Hans Summer having to try and get away from this. Ona going in as he puts the damage down onto Caps. Ona flashing away, Zeus the same, the killer instinct from Hans Summer gets Zeus in response. Now Faker diving around the fight, a hook coming out. Broken Blade trying to get into the Mega Gnar. He'll jump on their heads. Gooba stopped them, Faker escaping. Carrier slammed into the wall. On the top side, Yike killed off Gumayushi, and G2 somehow find a fight.
Only Faker gets out alive. G2 are going to get some extra money with the tower mid, and Faker just barely does so. Broken Blade hunting for him, but he's not going to find the hiding spot.
And I love the not using the shockwave, but immediately they do. Paranoia in, Faker down, solar flare onto the backline as well. We see Hans Summer falling for it. Mickey trying to get into this fight. Broken Blade on his way across as well. Carrier, Ona there as well with Gumayushi trying to get away. Doesn't have the flash. Ona doesn't. Carrier goes back in with the Zenith Blade. He's a sacrifice. A sacrificial lamb for G2. As there's 2 more on the board for them.
Keep the pace up. G2, they do not let you rest. Firing off play after play after play. You saw it earlier. Is it going to be a dangerous face check, or are they going to try and get control of the mid wave first?
Mickey looking for the hook. There's the charm. Deadly Flush going in. Ona looking for that backline. The solar flare hits 2. Paranoia coming out. Ona can't go in with the engage. Zeus now locked out. Pops the stopwatch to buy himself a little bit of time. He's feared though. The shockwave hits onto Ona as he looks for the engage. Goes in with the cease and desist. The Guardian Angel still sitting on Ona's shoulders. Will bring him back to life. Broken Blade with a good double Gnar into the wall. Ona trying to get back in with that shield from the Vault Breaker, but he will fall. Faker can't escape Broken Blade. Gumayushi now trying to dance his way away, but the eyes are on carrier for G2. They're looking for one more. Gumayushi will have the fleet, will have the move speed from this Jhin. Broken Blade chucks a house out, can't quite land it onto Guma's back. Caps with the dissonance, there's the slow from the red buff. They dodge the captive audience, and Guma's down 2. An ace for G2.
G2 are coming alive. This combo finally working out for them. And Caps in the middle of that.
So durable for G2, they're just bullying them.
Solar Flare, Hansama dodges, only gets slowed. Broken Blade goes in with an arm only onto Ona. Zeus is TP'd in behind, and he dives onto Hansama immediately. And Hansama has a stopwatch, but he doesn't have much life left afterwards. He manages to get away with a killer instinct, but Mickey and Caps are only down. Ona face past the wall this time. Broken Blade left it to his own devices, and T1 clean him up. The flash in from Zeus with a counter-strike. Mickey trying to dredge line his way out of this one, but Faker's on the chase, as is Carrier. And Mickey, those hooks are sending you to Davy Jones's locker. Faker will take it. T1 will take the fight.
Mickey is gone 6 feet under, but G2 cannot fathom how T1 have got in behind them so consistently. It was a delay played on the TP. It's a delay take on Mickey because 50 seconds until Dragon will deny a lot of control to G2.
You can see Mickey's only just getting up towards where the red buff is. The paranoia comes out. It's Guma that secures the Drake. They're looking up towards the top side. Zeus caught out with the paranoia, gets the counter-strike, but there's the fear as well. The killer instinct coming in from Hansama as they look to catch out Zeus. The rest of T1 trying to come back to defend their top laner, but Zeus will be down before they can get there. G2 find one. They lost the Drake, they lost the soul, they go mid, Kobe. They can hear your call. G2 knocking on the doors of the Nexus now as T1 trying to defend.
Shockwave is still up and available for Caps. You have to be so careful as T1 as you try to defend this. How much do G2 want to try and take super minions on the top side as well?
It's so big. 3 inhibitors here. You're gonna get. Well, can they get 3?
Top just respawned as they were taking the second one, so it looks like it's only going to be 2. All Ona needs to do is get into this pit, and he might be able to snipe this away. The curtain's open. An encore for Gumayushi. Ona gets it.
He gets it!
And he takes it! Ona will pay the ultimate price for his ability to steal the Baron. He keeps T1 in the game, and G2,
with that Baron buff, should be able to defend.
The tankiness the minions get from the Baron buff, they'll be spawning in a few seconds time for T1. There they are, they'll help them defend. Faker goes in, death charge, Shockwave! There's 2 knocked up, but Zeus is already on the back line. The knock coming out from Broken Blade as well. Zeus is doing so much work. Caps down, Hansama running for his life. Faker charms up Broken Blade. Zeus is just ripping through G2. Faker survives on the backline. Yike trying to do everything he can. The paranoia will help him take out his enemy jungler. Hansama trying to survive here. Zeus has to call off the chase, but T1 once again hold on to the game. The supers pushing in the top side. G2 have control of the river right now. Solar Flare, Hansama only slowed. But Caps is the one they dive into and immediately assassinate him. Caps is swimming with the fishes, and Hansama is going to join him. T1 immediately pounce, and G2 don't know what hit him.
T1 are forever clutch, and G2 are finding out about it in the worst possible way. Zeus chasing down Broken Blade as T1 turn towards the outer Yike. The last one was stolen. Can you find revenge?
Vision in the pit. Gumayushi trying to keep him at bay. No paranoia for Yike, but does have the flash. Guma will take the blast cone. Yike, can you do it? We saw you steal one versus Hanwha live. He puts the Dustbringer over the wall and immediately backs away. G2 have called, do not fight this fight. We can take the next.
A minute left on this Elder Dragon as well means that 2 more waves that you have to try and hold off. But I don't even know if you get that. Team 1 can just start to look at Nexus turrets off this wave.
It's got to be something miraculous. You've got a GA on Gumayushi, you've got Faker with the Spirit Rush, the curtain's open. I don't think G2 is getting a second act. The dive onto the backline by Yike, but immediately he is low. Caps already assassinated on the back, and T1 are just ripping them to shreds. T1 absolutely melting G2 under their Nexus towers. History doesn't repeat itself, but it damn well rhymes. It's another Friday, it's another T1 win.